Corinne, how are you doing today? Thank you with a lot of love. Bonjour. Karen, how are you doing? I'm fine, Karen, and everyone else. Thank you guys for joining. If this is your first time, guys, consider hitting the subscription button. Also, let's like the live. And guys, I'm going to appreciate. How are you doing, guys? This Good Friday. How are you doing this Good Friday, guys? Corinne, Jevice L. Manga Bisto. Now the problem is I'm really waiting for my laptop to, so that I can be able to translate. I'm good. Those team. Oh, Karen, even today you don't have lights. Wow, that's so long. I know they are keeping you off balance, eh? Thank you guys for joining. If this is your first time, consider subscribing. And I'm going to appreciate, guys. How are you doing this great Friday? On my side, guys, it's very rainy. I don't know if on your side it's raining. But on my side, it's very, very rainy. Yeah, Karen, I agree. Without electricity, everything will just be messed up. Corinne, Jaitoris des sentiments politoy. Wow, Karen, you can assist me to what is it called? I'm still waiting for my laptop to, to pick some updates here. You can see working on updates. So very soon, Corinne, very soon I'll be able to translate. You know, you have to keep on updating so that we are, yeah. Yes, sijui ni amke 4 a.m. Wow, Karen, I agree. Without electricity, everything will look to be so messed up. Electricity is very, very important. But I think we have an issue when it comes to service delivery, especially to some of these key components that we need to use in our daily lives. Electricity is very, very important. Water is also an issue, especially those living in the city. Those are some of the key services that we should not lack. But otherwise, we don't have anything to say apart from wishing you, very, very, very fast recovery, so that you may be able to continue with your daily work. Without electricity, wow, I also feel very, very off balanced, especially when maybe I don't have power. Power is very, very important. Without power, you can't do a lot of things, that's for sure. But with it, the systems always keep on learning very, very well. Very, very well. Got it. Brian, siku hizi kuna sola inaweza fanya kila kitu. Brian, nenda nyumbani. Hapana Brian, it's very, very early. Why should I go home now, Brian? Why should I go home now? Kimani, who is Kimani, Brian? Yeah, Karen, I agree. Siku hizi kuna sola inaweza fanya kila kitu. I agree. If you are able to install that solar, I agree it can do wonders. But now the problem is, the problem is just, installing that thing. It might be very, very, very costly. That's the thing. It might be very, very, very costly. And then the sustainability of that entire thing. Like I saw one of the YouTuber who had installed the solar panels. Brian, wewe unaitikia tu, ushawahi sikia sola inafanya kila kitu? Yeah, kuna wenye wako nazo and then they are working very very efficiently. You are telling me to be specific. How? There are some guys that are using solar and they are also very very efficient. It all depends, you know. But if you install one, then it's not going to give you that credible service. So you have to install several. That's what I have said, Brian. Are we together, Mr. Brian GK? Mr. Bryo. That comment is funny. Kalen, wenda ukunywe music. Wow. Kwa nini Brian she should go and take some music? That's being long. You know? Hapana, that one is si Juni Mkari, that one is long. Why are you tending to categorize? There is no light and long. There is no light and long. Why? Brian, mimi hukaa huku mpaka life iishe. That's the thing. That's the fact. That's the fact. Come na hizo digits. Which digit, Brian? Unataka digits gani? Brayo, which digits? Come na hizo digits. Digits gani, Brayo? Brayo, mariza hiyo sentence. Complete the sentence. Which digits? Finally it has opened. Oh, he is asking about your digits, Colin. Brayo, si ungesema hivyo kitabu. Sasa tungekuwa tushakuelewa. Hiyo kwanza. Sasa nishakuelewa Brayo. Sasa unajua mwanaume ni kujiongea. Sasa at least sasa unaeleweka. Mr. Brian. Ati kwanza hiyo ndio test yangu. Karen. Miona hiyo comment ya Brian. Brian anasema ako fine na hizo digits. Yes. There I go. Shosho anategemea wajukuu. Karen amekataa hiyo maneno hadi akajibrand na jina Shosho. But nowadays Karen, mimi ndio mjukuu. Mariprai karikari kutoka kwa Mr. Brayo manzi. Brayo anasema yeye ndiye mjukuu. Brayo unaulizwa utaweza kuweka Karen. Money matters. Money matters, Brayo. Money matters. Money matters. Brayo anasema game nayo niko nayo. Brayo mkali wao. Gen Z. Brayo the Gen Z. Happy Friday. Brayo anasema kujiamini ndio form. Brayo, kujiamini ndio form ama ni aje Brayo? Kujiamini ndio form manzi. Brayo, Kevo, hapo sawa. Brayo na Kevo hao ni wase wa kujiamini kila siku. Thank you guys. We si nitakufa Karen. Karen Brayo amesema lazima ajiamini kila siku. Thank you guys for joining. You can like the live. We are here with Brayo GK. We are here with also Karen and everyone else. Let's like the live, guys. Let's like the live. Oh, uko sawa? Okay. Brayo, he is still insisting for some digits. Brayo anasema hizo digits zimekaa sana, unazituma lini? Naambiwa nizitume tukiwa offline Brayo. Naambiwa nizitume tukiwa offline. Naweza niaminia nitakutumia Brayo? Ama unataka from the horse's mouth? Which one is better? Brayo, naweza kutumia data ama unadai aje? Brayo. Kwani we ndio pimpo wake? Sasa Karen, Brayo anazitaka kutoka kwako. Hataki upitie through the third party. Brayo, you don't want I to be engaged in the entire thing. Amesema Karen ndio azitoe. Hiyo Brayo na umeweza. Hiyo na umeniweza. Hiyo Brayo ameweza kuniweza. Karen hamnazo wewe. Karen nasema huwezi elewa. Hiyo hata mimi na support Brayo. We nipitie, nitakupea hizo bana. Nitakupea hizo bana, lazima nizitume. Zidisha. Brayo hizo nitakutumia. Usikiwe na worry manzi. Simiambia on a good note nikutumie. Today it's on Friday evening guys. Mi niko area, niko mtaani Brayo. Niko Bangu, najua Bangu. Najua mtaa inaitwa Bangu. Karibu na Umo. Brayo. There we go. Brayo. So guys, there we go. That's our, that's our topic today. Are confident vital in our lives? Are confident vital in our lives? Let me know if you have a confidence, yeah, and let me understand which type of benefit. Wow, 11 hours, Karen. That's very, very long. Hmm? 11 hours. Wow, that's too long. Good. There we go. But Karen, someone can do it. Someone can do it, especially when, what can I say? Yeah, especially when they have time. No? Oh, Restream. Yeah. There was a time I tried Restream, and Restream is a good one. It's a good one. No? Yeah. Have you, Karen? Have you tried Restream? But mostly inafanya when you have the laptop, because you know when you are restreaming ni kama unacheza what you had previously recorded. Mimi niko na time, but hiyo hapana. And you know the good thing, the good thing that I noted with Restream, unaona, if you have some other account, like for your case you have is it TikTok? Oh, IG. Yeah, Karen, when you say IG, for your case, like if you have the IG, you can merge all these applications, and then when you are going live, you go all of them at the same time. You know, that's another advantage that I saw from that thing. That's another thing that I really saw from that thing. I did it, but the quality, the quality of the video, especially when we are streaming, it's not so clear, you know. Yeah. Hiyo ni tamu sana, Karen. I agree. Because like I did one. Let me just check it and tell you the name of that thing. The name of that application. We have some applications where you just go live all your social media account at the same time. So like now, Karen, utapata if I'm using that app, you'll get that maybe I'm live on my TikTok account, I'm live on my YouTube account, and maybe if my IG, it's okay, I'm still live. You know? Yeah. Yeah. The quality is very, very low. The quality is very, very low. Let me just tell you the name of that application. I think that one you can also inataka time pia. Yeah. It really requires a lot of time. But for restreaming, Karen, it's like when you had recorded a certain video, and maybe you want it now to play later. No. Yeah, instead of uploading it directly when you are to upload the video and then you just said, no, now you restream. No. It's like going live, but you are going live with another video. That's the meaning of the word restream. Yeah, hiyo ina require some time. Karen, the name of the app inaitwa One Stream Life. One Stream Life. Let me give you the name of the application. You can just check on it. Inaitwa One Stream Life. Yeah, that should be the name of that app. You know, you can use that app. Mcost. Si unikamie na hiyo taa ni charge. Yeah, that's the name of the app, One Stream Live. If you have that one, you can go live. You can go live. But now I saw a challenge on I saw a challenge doing a restream. I saw a challenge on restream in such a way that the quality of the video was a little bit very poor. You know, that one thing. The second thing, you know, because you know you are integrating different softwares. You know, you have to have one of the best laptops to do such. Yeah. Then if you are there, if you have a faster internet, you know, if you have a faster internet, then thank you. Yeah, Karen, you can try that application, One Stream Live. One Stream Live. That one you can also use it via your phone. Ya kuogea ni better. Ya kuogea gani, Karen? Oh, the ones that we are used to go. These one that we are used to do. These ones that we always do. The live ones from, you know, the good thing with this one, you can do it via your phone. Yeah. I also, nilifanya that comparison. I also saw that this one was much better compared to doing a restream. A restream really requires, especially when you have a very long video that you had recorded, then your internet is very fast, and then maybe you really want to, you know, to merge all your social media account at the same time you really want to go live. That one can work. That one can work. And then it really requires a very good laptop. I did it with my laptop for 2 days. It didn't impress me. You know, it didn't impress me. Yeah, very true, Karen. Very true. So restream, you can't, because you are really doing another you are really doing another video. Ukitumia this one, you know, you are able to tell people I have a new video. You know, you can tell them, you know, if this is your first time, you know, check out on the channel, you know, such type of things. I think this one is far much better than doing a restream. But a restream, I think it's a good one. Maybe when you really want, maybe if you have your fan base, you know, across various social media platforms. Utaambia wasee watume kakitu. Yeah, when we get there, Karen, I think you can also, you know, you can also be doing it. But another thing, Karen, that I saw using Listream, another thing that I'll do, I'm going to do this in the future. I think you can also consider doing it. You can do a restream. You see, like most of these YouTubers, when you unapataga, maybe they did their video in the morning, you know, but maybe they always come live maybe from 7 a.m. up to 9. You know, like these big YouTubers, like the Marwa, you know, all those guys. That's what they do. They really use Restream. when they are coming live. I think I should look. Yeah, when you are monetized, then it's going to. Yeah. All those guys, yes, now you are there. All those guys, they really do a restream. All they are doing is all about the restream, because you will find that maybe the video was taken in the afternoon, but they are coming live maybe at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. That's a restream, because there is no way that maybe I'm doing my video maybe during the day and then nakuja live, doing my stuff maybe there in the village, that kind of a setting, and then nakuja live at 8 p.m. So that one must be a stream. That one must be a stream. Yeah, people are giving up. People are giving up. Instead of but you see now, the moment you have a lot of what is it called? You can give up, especially when you have a lot of backlash from this side, from that side, all that thing. Maybe some other new YouTubers are using your name maybe to gain some mileage. That one is also an issue. It can really demotivate someone. But I think she will rise up again. She will rise up again. I believe she will rise up again. Yeah, Karen, as I always say, I think also being a celeb, labda bloggers wanatumia. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. So they are really trying to sell what we may call the negative publicity. That one can really hurt your brand. Negative publicity is very, very bad. They can really hurt someone's brand. And you know how creating a brand is such a complex thing, Like for you, you come live each and every day, and then someone is just out there, just waiting for that one day, and then all of a sudden, it's a very, very bad thing. Ndio niliona leo akiongelelewa. Yeah, I also saw that story. People are saying, oh, she has been sijui done what publicity. It's called publicity. Once maybe you're in the public domain, then publicity must be there. There are some people who are going to write on your name, and then on the other on their side, they are really yeah. I saw she was evicted, and her property taken away by the by their own guys. And now with such type of negative publicity, you have to keep off a little bit, so that you can see if things are going to turn out well, maybe in the near future, But I always believe in fighting within. You should not fight while you are outside. You should also fight within. Even if you are being evicted, just try and fight until you get your last breath. So I always agree, there are those guys, they always push until maybe they are in their last stage. And when maybe nikiona mwenye amepost nikaona mwenye amepost wamfanyie mchango alipe debt. Yeah, I also saw that thing. There are some guys that are proposing maybe they can do them that mchago thing, so that maybe they can bail her out. Yeah, I think that one is nakwambia Wakenya walikataa hizo story. No, you can disagree. Also as a Kenyan, you can disagree, because It's all about, me, I always say, it's all about maybe what you have been doing for the society. There are some people who have had maybe the chance of having very, very big brands. It's like the politicians. Maybe your name is there, your name is selling, maybe you are cutting deals right, left, center, and then you have no social impact. That's now the thing. Because I don't believe, okay, I'm dancing, but I'm not impacting the society. Eh? They were like sisi tunaishi lentos. Sometimes you can. Sometimes I always understand Kenyans because one, if you had the chance maybe of making some millions, why didn't you invest? For instance, Karen, let's be practical. I saw maybe was it 6 million or 16 million. I saw a certain kind of a story linked with her that she owed those guys, the loan guys, about I think 6 also. Yeah. So you are having all that money, and the best you can do is just go and live in Krimani or one of the high-end places. Of course, if your brand, the moment your brand will come crashing down, then there will be nothing left. Again, they cannot finance our lifestyle. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. You can never finance someone's lifestyle. And then, at the end of the day, it really matters on what maybe impacted the society. Yeah, being always maybe on the TV everywhere, and you have no social impact, then you cannot even expect people to bail you out, unless those guys maybe that you used to go partying with, because I believe each and everyone have their own circle. Those guys maybe you really went maybe outing with, those type of stuff. But at the end of the day, social impact is very, very important. I believe if maybe she had some kind of an impact, maybe in terms of maybe supporting a certain organization like the children's home or the staff, uh, the way things are bashing out now, I think that one could have been a little bit different. But anyway, it's called life. It's all about ups and downs. Uh, life always keeps on telling us we need to be very, very careful with what we're doing each and every day. No, we should be very, very, very careful with what we are doing each and every day. Someone might ask, what is a confidant? And if I may say, in the simplest term, yeah, a confidant is actually a person, or an individual whom you really share, whom you really share your secret with. You know, we always have private secrets. It's life, and we always have a lot of issues. And they are those guys that we always share, our secrets with, and we really trust them not to share our information with others. Those are the guys that we really call confident. And the question is, are confident important in our lives? And confident, from the positive side of it, we can say they are very, very important, because in as much as we are going to have a lot of secrets and we are really sharing out with them, at the end of the day you will realize that if there is that one person that you always maybe tell your secrets, your information, we mukikosana hivi tu, the world will know. Those are not confident, Carl. Those are traitors. We have traitors and we have confidants. We have some guys, we have some good people who are very, very good confidants. Hmm? But nowadays, trusting a lot of people, people have really changed. It's not like during those old days when maybe you could have trusted an individual maybe with your own information. Nowadays, people have really leveraged on the social media. Once maybe you are having maybe your differences, they will go, Kalen, as you are saying, on the social media, and they are going to give all your secrets bit by bit. You know, you know, and I think this is what is really happening, maybe on the political space. Yeah, you do a deal with someone, and then at the end of the day, maybe your friendship comes to an end, and then now the best thing that you can do is all about go out there and maybe you conceal all the information that you thought it was really, really private. So Karen, I agree, we have those guys. Once maybe you are having some differences, they just go out there and maybe they give all your information, you know and what they are really doing for them to get attention, for the media attention, they give that information that they believe it's very, very critical and very, very sensitive. you know Nowadays, from my local media station, I see them calling it tea. You know, wanasema tupe chai ya leo. No, those stories that you always thought that you are confident are really hidden. You know, once you are having some differences, they are there. They are there giving stories everywhere about what you do. But I also believe that we are having good guys, and there are people that are really having what we may call good confidence. And we are saying that at times having confidence is also very, very instrumental, as they can provide what we may call the critical emotional support. Yeah, there are those guys whom you will always tell, I got hurt by, even parents are doing so. Wow, that's so sad. That's so sad. Now, I cannot imagine me concealing some information about my son or my daughter. I think that one will be very, very bad. Hmm? But Karen, as you have said, nowadays people are becoming very, very complex. Sometimes you are just there. You don't know who to believe, and you don't know who to share your secrets with. That's now the issue that you are having. So sometimes when we are just there and we don't understand whom to share our secrets with, I think that one is always a worrying trade. That one is a worrying trade, because people have become very, 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 very bad in such a way that they really want to leak your information, maybe your conversation or any kind of information that they feel it's going to hurt you. They say boomers are more of toxic and narcissists. Boomers, I think baby boomers, Karen, are they from 50s or 60s, 50s and above? Hmm? Boomers, where do we have the boomers? Which age? Boomers. Let me just check here. Boomers age. There I go. Yeah, 61 to boomers, they were born between 1946 to 1964, approximately 61 to 79. Our parent, I think they are boomers. If they are 60s, if they are 60s, I agree they are boomers. Because they are saying that 61 years, those are the younger boomers. Then it is extended all the way to 79. So 61 to 70, or let's say just from 60 to 80. Yeah. Yeah. I think you know the reason why boomers are toxic, because one, you'll find that after we gained our independence, their parents, they are the ones that were involved in the liberation of the country. That's a fact. Those parents, maybe between 60 and above, their parents were the ones that were affected, mostly by the fight that was ongoing, especially when they don't even enjoy life. How can they enjoy life? And they really got parents that had really bad experience, especially when they were fighting for the liberation. And so that kind of bitterness, that their parents had, it really spilled over onto them. You see now why they cannot even enjoy life. And therefore, the reason why you see them, most of them, they are not very okay. It's because the harsh kind of reality, their upbringing was very tough. Because most of their parents, they really had very bad experience, especially when they were fighting with the Muzungu. That kind of story. So in the process, these kids were the ones that were now, anytime they could maybe do anything that maybe it was contrary to their parents, they would really face it. So I don't see a reason. I don't see reason why now who should be blamed for their bitterness. This one is a generational thing, Karen. This one is a generational thing. And that kind of bitterness that the boomers have, and most of the boomers, they were not even taken to school. Another consideration, Karen, that you should understand, most of the boomers never went to class, and then in the process of meeting, lacking education and stuff, that bitterness is still rooted inside them. They should just heal on and move on. They cannot understand that. As I have told you, there are very few boomers who really went to school. Most of them used to go maybe up to primary school. Then from there, they just went to the job market. You cannot compare boomers and maybe Gen Y, because after boomers the lower one is Gen Y. Usiwahi jaribu kuadvise mtu hakwenda. Yeah, that's the thing. And therefore that bitterness now, in fact, they always have that bitterness of saying, do you know what? Now you are trying to teach me things because probably you think you have gone to school. That's the thing. Yeah, you will always regret. So the reason, I always understand the generational thing. Because you see now, after boomers, now we came to Gen Y. Gen Ys, they are those maybe we can say from maybe 45 to 60. That class. At least those guys now got things when they were a little bit better. Because Moi, it was during the Moi era. Yeah, and during the Moi era, things were not so bad. School was about 50-50, And then now from there, now we came to us who are now the millennials. But the good thing with the millennials, now we got Kibaki and education was more free. And then now we have the current generation, who is a very, very, very tough, the Gen Zs. Yeah, the Gen Zs. And now we have another one that is even beyond the Gen Zs, the alphas. Current the alphas. Those ones, they are also very, very, very tough. So I always understand, especially when the boomers, and during those age, we had a lot of industrial revolution, you know, because their parent had really moved out from mistreatment, slavery, all those things, and now here are the boomers, and the boomers, the economy have really started to stabilize, but there was nothing more that they could have done. And so in the process, time is gone, you are married while you are young, then there you go, and then you have your kids. So I always understand them. Huyu wangu can make me go crazy. That's how most of them are. That's how most of them are. You always realize that even when they are making decision, they always make it and then they just inform you after making that decision. That's the funniest thing, eh? They always make a certain decision and then all of a sudden they give you the verdict, and then they always tell you, I did ABCD and I think that one is good for everyone. We are more of dictators, eh? That's the thing that's the message that I'm trying to pass across. That's the message that I'm trying to pass across. So at the end of the day, you have to understand them. You have to understand them. That's where they got all the bitterness. And they always give you about the crazy stories that they have ever experienced. Yeah, most of them are even my dad used to be a dictator, boy. He used to be one. He used to be a very tough one. And once he made, at least my mom is more flexible, but Mzee used to be a dictator. Once he said, this is what I'm going to do, ABCD, he was very rigid. The rigidity, once they say we are going to do this, then even if you try and argue with him the whole day, he couldn't see the reason why he should change his mind. His mind was fixated, that fixed mind. Yeah, I know most of them, that's the category they are. They have fixed mindset. That's the thing. But they have now failed to understand that for us, at least we have some flexibility, because at the end of the day we are learning. We also have some experience in life. But now for their case, they always tell you, even if maybe you are talking about a certain social issue, maybe politics or something of such, they always tell you, this one is not about education. Eh? This one is not about education. This one is all about us, the experience that we really had. Alafu kama you are parenting, si kama yake atashida akikuambia of course, they see a lot of mistakes that they, even if maybe we are trying our best, at the end of the day, maybe they'll have to point out, they will have to point out some key mistakes. That's now the bad thing with them. They'll have to point out some key mistakes, and once now you see them doing that, then now we have an issue. Then now we are having a very, very, very big issue, and there is nothing you can really do about that. So one thing that I know about them, they are always fixated. Their mindset is always fixed. Their mindset is always fixed. So the boomers, I agree, Colin. But I have seen Generation Y, uliona Maureen Gogi akipati after breakup. Yeah, people are partying like crazy. I'm telling you, that age of the Gen Zs and the millennials. Okay, for us millennials, one thing that I love about us, we are a little bit moderate when doing things, you know. But for the Gen Zs, wow, those people, those guys. Corinne, thank you for coming back. How are you doing today, Corinne? Corinne, how are you doing today? How are you doing today, Corinne? Ni kama alikuwa amefugiwa. And that's what I'm telling you with these, what are they called? Most of these Gen Zs. Pattern is their thing. I think pattern is their thing. You cannot remove them from pattern. All they understand is do a lot of party. Each and every day is all about party. Thank you so much, Corinne. And they are the same people, Karen, if you check, across the social media, they always keep on complaining, marriage, because of that element of pattern, that element of pattern, I think it's something that is inbuilt, it's something that they really have. So the Gen Zs, I totally understand them. That's how, that's their generation. Their generation is a tough one. It's a tough one. Their generation is a tough one. I think the good thing with us, the millennials, we are just there. And we really understand the aspect of moderation. If it's partying, maybe we do it on weekend for those that really love partying, and we always understand that there is tomorrow. We always understand that there is tomorrow. Thank you, Tespa Sentimental. The Gen Z is calling. Corinne. So the Gen Zs, wow. For their case, I don't talk a lot. For their case, I don't really talk about. I always talk. I always talk about it with a lot of moderation. Yes sir. Tuko. Ni saa gani hiyo? Hizi saa za smartwatch hizi. Umeifungua ukaiona hiyo battery? Bado. Hebu ni cheki. Acha nikuja na. Sawa. So guys, I was saying that sometimes we have these confident people, and if we are on the good side, if we are lucky, to find a confidant, A good confidant should always be very critical about our emotions. They should always focus on ensuring that they enhance on our mental wellness, our physical health, as well as ensuring that they enhance on our quality of life. And confident, as said, they should always ensure that they offer a trusted space. you know they should always ensure that they offer trusted place. This is where they should be able to provide us with thoughts and feeling. They should always give us their thoughts and feelings without being judgmental. That's the good thing of having a confidant. So if you have a confidant, they should be there, during your tough times, during your good times, and they should always be able to conceal, that information that you really believe that is very, very important. You know, and it said that research has shown that what if you don't have one? Now, if you don't have one, then you're always going now to get the opposite. You're always going to get those people that are very, very judgmental when you give them their own information. Karen, you're also going to, to meet those people, you know, that will always discourage you even when you want to do something, because you really feel that I believe that the best person that I can share maybe this idea with is XYZ. And then when you talk with them, instead maybe of giving out genuine thoughts, they really want to give you the other version of the story, like maybe discouraging you, and then at the end of the day you are just left hanging somewhere. And I think that's the kind of friendship that most people nowadays are really, really experiencing. That's the reason why I have always heard from so many people saying that nowadays there is no friendship, because even those guys that you really believe that they are very close to you, maybe your parents, maybe your husband, maybe your brother, maybe your sister, they reach at a point where even others are really concealing your information. I think that one has really, really demotivated people from having confidence. But Karen, if you really check on if you really check on those old guys, our parents, in as much as they really look like dictators and the stuff, Ati Karen, kuolewa na little person ni baya. Who is a little person? Who is a little person? Karen, who is a little person? You only understand the kind of person that you are saying. Who is a little person? Who is that little person? Or is something that belittles you. Why? Or you really want to link them with that research that says that the dwarfs are very, very emotional. Eh? Karen, you are making me laugh. You are making my Friday night. Aren't they not romantic? Karen, aren't they not romantic? But research has shown that dwarves are very, very emotional, and they are very prone to anger. Yeah, those are some of the characteristics of dwarf. You'd love to date one. They are there, but on very low scale. You know, our most of our African DNA, we have the average height, but on very low scale. But one thing that I love about the dwarfs, I remember those days when we are in KU, we really used to have one, but their level of confidence is just on another level. That's one thing that I really loved about them. They are very, very confident. Very, very confident. Though they are prone to anger. That one now I know. That one for sure I know they are always prone to anger. Yeah, you can try one, then from there now you can come and tell us the experience. Karen, you should try one, and then from there now you should come back and give us really small. Yeah, they are the dwarfs. You know that I think that's the ones that we have in our in our market. You know, sometimes we go with the market, eh? Eh? Oh, when they love someone, that form of anger really reduces. How many feet do you want? Respectively, they are called retro people. Mm. You see, like these ones, they are saying that mid-gate. I don't know mid-gate, which characteristic is mid-gate, but they are really saying that 2 to 3 feet. That one is very, very, you know, like this one. Let me just show you the picture here. Like that one, eh? But they are always prone to anger. They are men of short stature, you know. Yeah, I was really following their shows. Yeah, they are very confident. Their level of confidence is just on another level. Very, very high. That's the good thing with them. Mm. Oh, they had a reality show. Wow, that was so amazing of them. There was one that, there was one that we really used to, anytime that we'd meet him, we'd make a lot of stories with him during those days in campus. But he was very, very confident. You'd always see him carrying his books, going for some lectures, and he would work in a very, very majestic way, with a lot of confidence, Karen, you should try one, and then you'd get your feedback from, you know. Mm. 7 Little Johnston, kulikuwa na mob but nishasahau majina. Oh, I'm going to look for the reality show. But there is another one that I saw on here on YouTube, The Smallest Man on Earth. They were saying that I think he is a Muslim. He is a Muslim guy, but very, very short in stature. Very, very short, but very, very confident. You should look for that video, Karen, and you just watch that vlog. It's a vlog. That man really made my day. I think I watched it, I think last week. Yeah, last week. I really loved that, that confidence. Nikipata mmoja natoka soko. Yeah, you should try that one. You never know. Yeah, you never know. You never know. They are also very good people, and they are very hardworking. The good thing with them, they are also very hardworking. But for the ladies of short stature, I saw another creep, these cheating creeps, and she was fire. I don't know what really happened. That one, she was fire. She had, yeah, I agree. Those short men, most of them are very, very hardworking. Very, very hardworking. Yeah, that short lady, that very, very short lady, the one with a very short stature. Yeah, I bet we are talking the same lady. Very short. But now you see, now that one is a little bit complex. Because we expect, okay, people are people. We have the same soul. We have the same mindset. Yeah. We are chum. I saw that clip and then I was laughing all over. I was laughing all over because I couldn't imagine. Because I expect such type of ladies to be very, very honest. But I think the level of honesty was a little bit worrying. That was the thing. The level of honesty was a little bit worrying. Yeah. Yeah, that's the point that I was coming to. Despite our maybe our height, maybe our strength, you know, even sometimes anyone can. Yeah, very true, very true. Despite all these physical, those are the physical characteristics that we might have. Despite those physical differences, those characteristics that we might have, people have the same kind of soul. Our mentality is almost the same. You know, and even the style of doing things is almost the same. So sometimes you should never be so worried to understand that even those people that maybe, yeah, even those people that at times we might think they might be better, we might, at the end of the day, we might get a little bit worried to understand that they are also doing what we might not expect them to do. That's now the thing. But I always try to view each and everyone, from you know, their best sides. Even the cheaters, at times, they always become the best version of them. Mm. Like in our local language, we always say, even those that used to jump, they just reach at a point in life where they just watch. Instead of jumping, they just watch others jump. And they always say, even as we used to be there jumping, you know. So I always believe in the theme of change. So, yeah. So even those people that maybe we really, I have a friend and updates on dating. She shy. Mm. But nowadays, I think most people are very, very reserved when it comes to the issue of dating. Maybe she had a very, very bad experience in the past. At times when you have such a very bad experience, you might not maybe want to go or to experience the same thing for the second time. Oh, nihi, you never know. Maybe there are so many things that can limit someone to date. Like nowadays, I have realized that most young men, they are very, very hesitant when it comes to the issue of dating, because one, there are those that are really fearing, that one, supposing that I have dated and then I have a child, what am I going to give to that child? That's the biggest fear that most young men in our generation are really fearing on. Two, we are living in such a society whereby even if you are trying to sell hope to someone and they can see some immediate examples, maybe those guys that are maybe married, they are in the marriage, and maybe probably everything is not working, it will be very, very hard for you to convince them, to go that route. That's the kind of society that we are really, really experiencing. So there might be so many, underlying situations or conditions that maybe has made that young man, to fear women, you know. And you see all these stories all over the social media. How men are acting when they are in relationships, how ladies are acting when they are when maybe they are in the relationship. and people have really standardized on taking, you know, those scripts, and there are those guys that really uh, what can I say, they really take it as an example of what is really happening, and in the process of processing that information, what now they really experience is fear. And you know, the moment you have fear, you'll always be very hesitant in doing something. So I can bet, maybe apart from having an experience, he can really observe what is really happening on the external world, because externally, when you come to the issue of dating, people are having a lot of issues, a lot of struggles, you know. So that young man might maybe probably be compelled that you know, dating and having someone might not be the best thing that he can ever do. So I get the fear. I can see where the fear is coming from. That's one of the key contributing factors. So psychological research has shown that having a confidant is very important. As you know, if you have a confidant who really understand maybe your issues, and they are very critical and very sensitive on sharing your information, they can, hata mimi mwenyewe naogopa kuja kunioa. Sometimes I believe that faith is also very instrumental. You know, sometimes you should sometimes have a little bit of faith. You know, because when you have a lot of fear, uh, I think once maybe you have a lot of fear, things will never work. It's like an investor who really want to invest somewhere, but at the end of the day, what is the worst that can happen? You should always remain on the positive side. That's the point at which I was coming at. You should always remain at the positive side. Always be positive. Because when now you have all this kind of fear, you know, learning on your mind that even one day I don't know what is going to happen, I'm very hesitant that you never know, maybe there might be someone just out there who is very serious, but since maybe you have this element of fear, maybe you just say hell with it, see, and in the process you just realize that you have lost a lot of, you know, you have lost a very good opportunity. For 10 years amekuwa akisema takuja kunisalimia. You never know, Karen, you never know. hmm? You never, me I always say it's a good thing to give it a try. It's always a very good thing to give it a try. And if you just see that maybe someone that, you know, at the end of the day you will feel that form of chemistry. If the chemistry is there, then you should go to the next level and make it the biochem, you know. eh? But sometimes we are so much preoccupied with a lot of fear that we don't even want to try, and we never know that we might try and things just get so successful. I don't want to date him, but imekuwa kitambo nikimuona. Okay, it's okay. But you should always, you guys, remain open. Remain open to opportunities. Even marriage is an opportunity. I always take it as an opportunity. After high school hadi wa leo, wow, that might be a very very interesting friend, eh? Yeah, if he can still recall you after all those years from high school, that one might be a very very good friend. But the thing is, you never know. You never know. You might be losing an opportunity. You might be losing an opportunity that might be very very instrumental. Mm. So sometimes it's good to remain open. Sometimes it's just good to remain open. And if Karen, that guy is there and maybe he can accommodate the kids with you, why should you not try it? You know? You give it a trial. You give it a trial and things are going to work out. You might just be impressed. You might be just impressed. I am not trying that. Okay, but you should always give everything a chance. No, 807. Wow. Chemistry. So you can see now there is somewhere where the chemistry is not getting along. Now that's where you should be cautious. That was the point that I was now trying to drive across. But if he was so good and then maybe you perceived him to be a straightforward guy, then I could have told you to give it a chance. Hmm? I could have told you to give it a chance. But you see now the problem is that the problem is that you perceive him not to be so straightforward. That perception also matters a lot, especially when you want to create an everlasting kind of a thing. You should always be very cautious. Yeah, you should always be very very cautious. Yeah, I know people are living in fear, because mostly because of the past experiences. Past experiences always forms our basis of either, living in fear or saying that I need to try this, I cannot try that because, all those things, eh? But I always say that circumstances and factors are always different. You might maybe in the past have experienced a very, very form of a breakup, but you never know what the future holds for you. You know, you never know. Sometimes remaining open, you just open up your mind and remaining positive. I think at times it really enhance on who we are. Yeah. But when at times we fear a lot, then I think issues are not so good. So sometimes feeling a lot also comes with its own challenge or being bullied. But high school, I didn't see him get bullied. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. But at the practical level, remaining positive at times can also be very, very a very good thing. But at the end of the day, it's always good to keep distance and always to keep on watching, because at times We also don't want people to be very, very hesitant in saying that they cannot do this, they cannot do that, and then they reach at a point whereby they would say, I wish maybe I had an opportunity I could have explored ABCD. So at times uh, I always discourage someone not to be so, closed minded by maybe bashing out that they cannot do a certain thing. See, it's always good to give it a window. We call it a window. You give it a window, and maybe you just give it a window. You see, even people change. Like that guy, maybe you are saying that is not straightforward. Maybe when you are close to him, you'll now be able to understand why is he not being straightforward. Is it something that maybe we can adjust and something of such? So this is life, and there is a lot that we can learn maybe from people, especially when they are close to us rather than when they are very far away from us. So that's another thing that you should always consider. Mm. And that is the topic that we are having today. It's all about the essence of having a confidant. So once you have a confidant, and for you to have a confidant, you ought to have cultivated for that friendship. So cultivating for friendship is very, very important for someone to have their confidant. So as we have said, having a confidant is a rich way of ensuring that our emotional issues, like Karen, your emotional issues, when you share your personal stories or your personal struggles with your confidant, then you just feel that everything is just taken care of. So you just see someone who would maybe understand your struggles, understand your joy, understand you during the thick and thin time, and then from there, at the end of the day, you just feel that your emotional wellness is well elevated. So that's very, very important. Yeah, that's very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. So emotional wise, confident are very, very important. Confident are very, very important. Apart from there, our mental and physical health, they always keep on checking on us. When you have a good confidant, they will always check on your mental and your physical check, which is very, very important. They always ensure that our mental haijafika time ya kufuga shop. This is 9. I always close at 10 or even 10:30. Karen, I always close at that time. It's very, very early. You know, I'm one of those guys who always go go home at about 10. Go home at about 10. Si unapata mtoto? Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, hiyo ni lazima Karen. Na alafu nikitoka asubuhi, he is already in school. You see now where the problem is. But on Sunday I always go home early. You know, I always go home very, very early on Sundays. A to Z. Hiyo ni A to Z, Karen. A to Z. Hiyo lazima, hiyo ni A to Z. Like when they have when they close school, we are with him anytime. So that's the good thing with it. Mm? That's the good thing with it. It's called parenting, eh? And he is a very he is a very sensitive guy. Anytime he wants some money, he does not sleep. So I must first of all reach in the house, and then he just tells me, you know what, I need ABCD. Then once you have given him, he just goes back and he just goes back and he sleeps. Yeah, we always try, but at the end of the day, we have a house to pay. Apart from house, we have school fees to pay, all these things, and we must all balance at the end of the day. Mm? So we have to keep on hustling each and every day. Like the school fees nowadays, they are very, very, yeah, nowadays they are very, very expensive. Like that kid alone just want like 20 G's. You see, like 20 G's for PP1 guy is very, very high. You see, and there is nothing that you can do about that. You have to take him to school. So you keep on increasing your time where maybe you can see something. That's what we do. Because at the end of the day, school is very, very fundamental. Mm. The miscellaneous, maybe you can add like another 5K before that term ends. You see, now you are almost about 25 or 30 G's. See, that's also a lot of money. And you have some now other side commitment, you know. So for us maybe young parents, uh, it's very challenging, but we keep on pressing on. We press on each and every day. Yeah, even the sweaters. You see, like the sweaters, the sweaters, they always steal sweaters a lot. Not really stealing, but misplaced. They always misplace sweaters a lot. And then the other materials, the lighting materials, the pencils, the what, all those miscellaneous. Yeah, the jackets, the freezing jacket, they always misplace them a lot. And you have no option rather than buy another new one. That's the thing. And now that's school. After school, Christmas is coming. You'll be asked, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And you have to cater for that. So you must be committed, you know. That level of commitment is very, very important. Mm. Karen, I told you, the moment now, you'll start now taking. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Let's like the live. Let's like the live. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Let's like the live. Yeah. You have to buy all these things. You have to buy. Kids have a lot of expenses. They have a lot of expenses, and as a parent, you must keep on providing each and every day. The provision part of it. The provision part of it. Even us growing up, all these things were provided unto us. So there is no reason, there is no absolute reason why we should never, provide. Mm? We have no absolute reason to say that we cannot provide. The provision part of it. Okay, Karen, good night. Let's see each other tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Let's see each other tomorrow. Okay, bye, Karen. Sawa. Okay, let's meet tomorrow, Karen. Okay. Good night too. Thank you. So the other thing is all about the mental and the physical health. When you have a confidant, they will always check on your mental and your physical health. That one is also very important. And we also have some confidant who also improve our quality of life. You know, and they don't really want us suffering. They always ensure that they enhance on our quality of life. Enhancing quality of life is very, very important. Very, very important. Because they really want our issues to be kept in a confident manner, and the best they can do is to ensure that our quality of life is well enhanced. The other thing that I really love having a confidant about is the essence of not being judgmental. If you really have a good friend who is a confidant, he or she should ensure that they don't judge you. We listen, but we don't judge. That should be the thing. At the end of the day, they should listen, but they should not judge, rather than give you support and encouragement. When you are supported, maybe by your confidant, and you are encouraged, you are even able to unlock your potential, because all of us, we have our own potential, and our own potential really depends on those guys that are really supporting us. So if we have some good people that are really supporting us, then it's very easy for us, to keep on unlocking our potential. So as we have said, according to research, it has been shown that individuals who have no confidence, those guys that they can rely with, maybe on their information, at the end of the day, they are prone to suffer. They are prone to suffer or to experience more severe depression, anxiety, fatigue, and pain. So for you, maybe to evade some of these issues, like feeling a lot of fatigue, being depressed, maybe feeling a form of anxiety, and maybe even feeling pain, you really need to have a confidant. This is someone whom you should tell your information, and then at the end of the day, they should be able to ensure that your information is well kept, is well concealed, without it not being told to others. So, individuals with no essence of, individuals who do not have confidence, they are prone to experiencing severe depression, fatigue, as well as pain. The other issue is all, if you lack a confidant, then your level of low esteem, you know, it might also be a little bit down. And you will always even feel less satisfied in whatever you are doing. So that one is also another key thing that people should understand. However, to have a true confidant, one, you must be able to choose someone whom you can trust and someone that you believe is reliable. Trust is very, very important. So having an honest and someone that you can trust, that one forms the highest level of saying that this one can be my confidant, and someone who will always be there to have maybe what we may call an open discussion, or an open communication, or even commitment, and they are honest at the end of the day. That one is also very, very important. The other issue is also about being loyal. This is someone who will always stick with you through thin and thick. You we don't want to have a confidant, maybe with an individual who, at the end of the day, will always go hiding when we tell them about our information. We don't want to have a confidant with someone who, at the end of the day, will go exposing what we have been talking, or maybe at the social spaces. We really want to have someone who is loyal, someone who can understand us even when we are sharing maybe some of the ethical information that maybe might be, some of the ethical information that might be uh, worrying us on our end. We really want to have that guy who will always be there constantly in our lives. You know, that is a form of confidence that we really want to have. And finally, we really want to have someone that we can deep connect with. That essence of deep connection is also very, very instrumental when we are really when we really want to have a confidant, because at the end of the day, we really want to have someone that we can feel that when I share my information with maybe a Friday, then at the end of the day, they can really connect, with what I'm really feeling, and then at the end of the day, we can form a strong of connection. And forming that strong form of connection is very, very important in ensuring that you create what we may call a sustainable form of relationship. So that one is very, very important, and without having that deep connection, then things always turn to be very, very worried. So having a confidant is a very, very instrumental thing, and it's very, very beneficial in life, because at the end of the day, we'll always ensure that we derive maximum characteristics within our lives. So that confidence, that element of having a confidence, one, as we have said, we must be able to have a long-term friend. You don't just choose someone for them to be your confidant, and maybe you have never known them for a long period of time. No, we really want to share, because when we really talk about confidant, we really want to share sensitive information and messages to someone that we always believe that they have worked with us in this journey. Yeah, we really want to share with individuals that they can really understand the kind of hassles and struggles that we have ever faced in life. So we don't really want to share information with someone just that we just met the other day. No, we want to share information with someone that can really understand the journey, the kind of maybe the kind of maybe struggles that maybe you have experienced within your journey, and or even someone that have that past experience about such type of a journey. Because at the end of the day we really want to have someone that can offer us with solutions. We don't want to tell information to someone and the best thing they can do is just go maybe seeking information elsewhere. At the end of the day, that form of confidence or that form of confidence that we have in them will always be breached. But we really want to have someone who are solution oriented. You know, someone that we can tell, I'm having this and that issue. How can I be able to resolve that issue? We want to have someone that can tell us you can try doing ABCD as we look for another alternative of handling that issue. That one will be very, very instrumental. So confidence is very, very important. And as we have said, for those people that have friends that they can say, this is my confidant, one, their level of stress is linked to be very low. You know, the essence of them getting depressed, the essence of them feeling a lot of pain, the essence because at the end of the day, I have realized that we are highly challenged with some of these petty issues, and we even have some friends, you know, that we can really rely with such type of information, and once we rely on them we always find solution. But since we cannot trust them, then we miss a lot of opportunities even when we interacting with them. And once we do that, we'll never have any solution to our issues. And each and every time we'll always be having some issues. And if we are not even careful, our issues might also escalate. You know, they can even escalate to other level whereby they can be very, 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 detrimental in terms of our health and in terms of our mental stability. So that one is very, very cool. So guys, I bet I have really, really focused on the element of having a confidant, and I believe that we should all have a confidant. That's my clerical call, that we should all have a confidant, someone whom we can rely, someone whom we believe that sharing them with maybe our secrets, it will be a plus rather than a minus, and someone whom we can feel that, we are having that sense of strong connection. Even when we tell them about our information is safe because we really want to have an environment where we have safety of information. That one is also very, very key. So guys, today we very had a very good question. Which form of benefit have you derived from your confidant? Which form of benefit have you derived from your confidant? Is it enhanced quality of life? Is it reduced loneliness and isolation? Is it gaining perspective and support? Or is it others? And I can see from the poll about 100% they are saying is all about enhanced quality of life. Very, very instrumental. So all these things you can gain when you have a confidant, but you really need to have someone who can really understand your journey, your struggles, and that will be, and there you'll be good to go. So guys, I really want to say thank you for always coming, thank you for always listening. It's always a very, very, very good thing. So guys, I think I'm going to end at this point, but as always, I really want to say thank you for always also being a very good confidant, very good confidant. They are very, very, very key, and once we have them, our life keep on elevating each and every day. So guys, thank you so much. Let me tomorrow, same place, same time, and through God's grace, may you have an amazing time. Thank you.